Danielle Arbid is a Franco-Lebanese film director who's been a frequent visitor to the French Film Festival over the years. She moved to France at the age of 17 to study literature and journalism and kind of never left. When she was looking around for a subject for her new film, she knew she wanted to find a book to adapt that dealt with love and sex in a frank and revealing way. Then she remembered that, in fact, she'd had the book under her nose all the time. It was Annie Ernaux' Passion Simple, Simple Passion, which she found to be very intimate and powerful, so much so that she used to give it as a present to any of her friends who'd fallen in love and perhaps were seeking some guidance and advice, even though the story doesn't finish that well. So it was a book about love itself, and she realized it was exactly what she'd been seeking. So she set about the cinema adaptation of the book, which wasn't necessarily an obvious thing to do because it wasn't immediately cinematographic, but she added in various elements to the story and eventually made it a very visually arresting film. It took her 2 years to start the production, and there were some changes of casting along the way. The book itself deals with an amour fou between a lecturer and who's also a single mother, and a Russian diplomat who is her lover, and he's very much the strong and silent type. She was fortunate in the choice of her two leads, both of whom she bills as free spirits who were very much open to the highly charged scenes of passionate physicality and nudity. Laetitia Dolch, you may have seen in a film called Jeune Femme in 2017, is someone she thinks has a kind of rock and roll personality and was completely unfazed. And Sergei Polinin is the recipient of her attention in the film. He's the Russian lover who exudes a certain grace and intelligence, and Sergei is actually considered by some as being the bad boy of ballet. He worked for the Royal Ballet and eventually left. Danielle started off by making documentaries. First fiction feature that got her noticed was in 2004, a film called Into the Battlefields, which dealt with the Lebanese civil war as seen through the eyes of a teenage girl, and it was presented in the Cannes Directors' Fortnight. But a film that very much chronicles Danielle's experiences of coming to France is the semi-autobiographical Peur de Rien, or Parisienne as it's actually known in English, which chronicles again a young Lebanese woman's struggles, her loves, and her triumphs in the Paris of the early 90s. Danielle at the moment has got 3 potential projects on the go. One is a plan to remake Rainer Werner Fassbinder's Fear Eats the Soul in Arabic and set in contemporary Lebanon. There's also a possibility of a commercial comedy with maybe Isabelle Huppert. And there is also another adaptation of a novel, this time on the theme of politics and a ministerial hostage crisis. Danielle very much likes to switch genres, and although there are certain common threads in all her work, she does like to ring the changes. Simple Passion is now available to be viewed on Curzon Home Cinema. But for the moment, let's take a look at the trailer.
À partir du mois de septembre de l'année dernière, je n'ai rien fait d'autre qu'attendre un homme qui me téléphone, qui vienne chez moi. On est très différents, quoi. Il aime les costumes Dior, les grosses voitures, les navets américains et Poutine.
moving further away. Won't you hear me?
Messagerie Orange, bonjour. La personne que vous essayez de joindre n'est pas disponible.
Il est marié, il va retourner dans sa Russie.
Et c'est qui ce mec?
Il n'y a pas de mec. J'essayais devant les autres d'être normale, de ne rien laisser transparaître et rythmer ma vie. J'ai mesuré le temps en fonction de lui. Je suis même allée à Moscou pour quelques heures pour sentir l'air qu'il respire.
C'était bien.
Ouais. Sans qu'il le sache, cet homme, il m'a reliée davantage au monde.